you're welcome to my YouTube channel. You're welcome to Victor Fashion Hub with Victoria Yetunde. So before we start this tutorial, I want to say something. Please, if your fabric is not chiffon, very soft material like going to give you the shape of like princess that when you wear it, do not cut it straight just the way I do it. I do this video, I wanted to delete it before, but I do this video and let you guys know we do mistake, because I have to sew this dress after sewing it finished because my customer did not like it as I cut it straight. So if you are using this kind of fabric or any fabric that is Ankara, make sure you use pieces that bustier. I have a video on pieces that bustier, so I'm gonna link it down this video. So the first thing I did is cut the back part of the frontal part first. I fold my fabric into two, as you can see. So then I measure the length, half length of the person. Yes, as you can see what I'm trying to say. Like I say, you can cut your back normal like this, but your front should be princess that bustier. I have a video on it, I'll link it down below for you guys to see. So after that, you measure from your armhole to your waist, from your armhole to your shoulder line, then armhole to your shoulder line to your armhole, sorry guys, then your shoulder line to your waist and the length. So after that, I go to the zip part. I'm so sorry guys, I really tense and I don't know why, but thank you. So you measure your zip line measurements. Your zip line can be 1.5 or 2 inches, just the way you're seeing it right now. So one thing I want to let you beginner know is that people make mistake when they are doing tutorial. So on this dress I made mistake. I wanted to delete it and say okay, I'm not going to upload it for tutorial again, but I just say let people learn from my mistake. So right now I'm measuring the shoulder line. When you're measuring your shoulder and your back measurement, measure from the zipper part, not hand. Divide your back, divide by 2. For me, I'm using 8 inches. So for the length line, I'm going to be using 3 by 1.5 because I don't want my back to be too open. Yours can be 3.5 by 1.5, depends on how wide the person is. Yeah. So like I was saying, I said make sure, like people make mistake. I didn't know that normal one is going to make the dress, my client is not going to like it, so I have to later on lose everything from the beginning and start cut pieces. That's so for now you go down by 1 inch for your shoulder slope. For from the armhole, you want to get a armhole right now, you divide it into 2 just the way I'm doing it, then I'll go in by 1/2 inch. Yeah, go in by 1/2 inch, then you draw the 1/2 inch to the armhole, the slope one, just the way you're seeing. So after that, you divide your bust by 4. Yeah, you divide your bust by 4 and add 2 inches allowance to it. Yes, you add 2 inches allowance, so you curve it and get your armhole line. Yeah, get your armhole line just the way you're seeing it. So after that, you go to your waist, divide your waist by 4, add 1 inches for the dart and 2 inches for the allowance, then you draw it to the bust line and we are done. Please, if you are watching this, you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please make sure you subscribe and turn off notification button whenever you see so whenever we upload new video, you'll see our video quickly. Please make sure you subscribe and learn from this. So after that, I'm going to be using, instead of me to use a princess dart, because I felt like the thing will be like chiffon, but no, because the fabric that the person that wear this dress used was a chiffon. This one is a lace. It's two-way dress that plain and lace, so it didn't come out nice. So make sure if you're using this kind of fabric or even Ankara, your front should be princess dart bustier. I'm going to link how to cut the princess dart bustier. I have a YouTube channel on it, how to cut it. I'm going to link it down below. So for what I'm doing, the one I did from up is optional, but the one in the zipper part that I'm cutting right now is very compulsory. It's just for your dress to sit where, go in by 1/2 inch, then you cut it. So for the neckline on the front, I use 3 by 3. Yes, because the upper part is not too, you can use 3 by 3.5. So right now I want to cut the down part. Then I made the down part. I measured our waist divided by times 2. Yes, our waist times 2, then I cut it out. That is what I did here. I fold it into 2, then I measured the length of what, our length is 54. Then you remove your half length, remaining one will be the down part. So after that, I already done cutting, as you can see. So we cut out the flare. So after that, as you can see on the fabric, the down part was splitted into 2. Yes, the down part was splitted into 2 because there is lace in the middle of the down part. So that is what I'm cutting right now. So I went up by 15 inches. If you can go later on, I shall use 15 inches. At first I wanted to use 13, but later I used 15 inches. Then I cut it out. Yes, I cut it out. As you can see, this is going to be the down part and the down. So yeah. So after that, I'm going to be measuring the lace part of the dress. Yes, I'm going to be measuring the lace part of this dress. So what I measured in the down part, our waist divided by our waist times 2. Yes, our waist times 2. Yes, then there is another thing I want to know. In case your fabric is not much like my own, your fabric is not much, make sure the that times 2 you did in the upper part, you are going to remove from the upper part. So because there is gathers in the down part of the, I don't know if I make sense but actually I measured 3 inches here for this to the length. So when I finish sewing, it will be around 2 inches. So at this point I was cutting out the sleeve, the normal sleeve. It just have little flare in the down part. Yes, so I make this video to let you guys know people do mistakes and they correct it. For you to make mistake does not mean you are not good enough. You make mistake, you correct it. As a fashion designer, I made mistake on this dress and I corrected it. I don't think I did the video of the correct one, but yeah, at this point I was done with the lining and I was cutting out the lining. So yeah, right now we are going to the sewing. We are going to the sewing right now. So the first thing I'm showing you guys the stay, everything I'm going to be using. So I've joined the stay for the upper part. So I'm going to join this place. I joined right side facing each other. Yes, right side facing each other. Then there's something I want you guys to know is that please, this method is only for chiffon. If you are using chiffon, if you are not using chiffon, I would prefer you cut the front part pieces that bustier or anything bustier, so it will be the shape you want. If you use lace, this one, like I said, I later recut it into princess that, but I forgot to do video on it. But anytime my clients sent me the video, I will upload it to my YouTube channel on the short, so you guys will see it. So this one I've already done the video before. I wanted to delete and not upload it, but I feel like let people learn, as in, yeah, that was, make sure you watch to the end so you understand. So I'll sew this side and sew the other side, then to turn it inside I'll do right side facing each other, then I turn it inside and use. So I'm done turning, as you can see, then I'm done sewing, so I'll turn it inside just the way you are seeing it right now. So after that I'm going to do that. Is it that? So I'll sew the side just to make it sit well. Then bias, I use bias for the neckline. Yes, the neckline. Then I'll turn it inside, as you can see. So for the back you don't have to change the back. You make it normal, or you can use it princess dart too. anyone you want. So yeah, you place it right side facing each other, then you sew and notch and top stitch it down, sew this side and sew this side, then you do the same thing to the other side, and that's all. So I'm done doing the front and the back. As you can see, I've done the dart. So this is the back, and I've done the dart of the back too. So as you can see, that is it. Then you give it a good press. After that, you give it a good press. As you can see, I'm pressing it, I'm giving it a good press. So after this, I'm going to join the back parts and the front parts together. You see, the only difference between this and the bracelet, every sewing is the same thing. Whatever I do here is what you are going to do. The only difference is that you use your front part to cut princess dart or stay. So yeah, then I use pin to hold the zipper part of the back. As you can see, I've joined it. Finish. So now we are going to do this flare in the front. Yeah, we are going to do the flare in the front. So we are going to chalk it from that we took. You chalk it, you just use your hand method. This one depends on you, anyhow you want it. Yeah, this all flare depends on you. So you shall use your chalk to chalk it down to whatever thing you want. You do it for this flare. So please, if you have any question on how to get on how I later get it, you can comment down below, ask me any question, and I'm going to answer you. So at this point, as you can see on the dress, is actually two step of flare in the front. So I'm going to be using plain materials, this plain and the lace in the upper part. So I measured all the front, then I measured the length times 2. That is what I did. Then I weaved it. Yes, I weaved it, and this is the lace. The lace is going to be in the down part, and the plain materials will be on the upper part. I'm deeply sorry that this thing is getting too fast, but the only thing is that the plain materials will be on the up, and the lace materials will be on the down. So that is what I'm doing at this point. I was ironing it to get a great this thing. As you can see, this is the lace part, sorry, and this is the, as I say, it's long. I measure and times 2 it. So this is the plain. I was actually checking it. Make sure you check this part, so you not put the left side where this is, there's right side and there's left side on the gown. So we need to get that straight. You put right side facing each other. As you can see, I'm done joining it, like the two side, left side and the right side. I'm done joining, and I weaved everything. So right now I'm actually notching it down to know where I'm notching it down, so when I'm doing the flare, I will know where this thing, whatever I notch is where the is going to reach for the shoulder. Yeah, the back and the front. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to use it, sew it, and start knot and put gathers into it and make it more nice. So at this point I noticed it was too flat, but I was doing it's going to be nice. So that is why I said make it princess dart. If your fabric is not chiffon, that is going to bring out, like, if your fabric is lace like this, please make sure your front is princess dart or bustier. Let's breast part shall be inside, so it will give you your nice shape. After that, I sewed the side, and at this point I felt it was too dry, but I think it was okay. I made mistakes, so everybody make mistake, you learn from your mistake. So at this point I ironed the part. So now we are going to the down part. So I made mistake on the down part a little bit too, before I correct it later on. So for the upper part, I was supposed to cut like some inches, so the down one I was able to put some little gathers, but I just do it, I didn't put gathers in the down part, so it doesn't give nice shape the way the main dress gives. So at this point I was putting the lace in the down. As you can see, then you sew the lace like that. As you can see, you sew the lace on the upper part. You see what I'm trying to say? So please, when you are doing yours, you cut a little bit on the upper part, so the down part you will see gathers to do. If your fabric is small, if your fabric is much, you can use another fabric to cut out the down part. Let it be longer than the upper part, so you put gathers. That is what will make your dress look different, and you always give that nice shape when the down part of the plain materials is gathers. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So at this point I was notching the distance, so I'll know where the when I'm doing the gather. So there are two methods to do this thing. You can do gathers and start dragging it to your waist measurement, or you can do the way I did mine. Just put it on top of your fabric and start using your hand to push it. There are ways you can do your gathers. Yes, you can use your hand on your machine, you start pushing it, it will look like when you do your normal gathers. That's how sometimes I do it. So at this point I was done doing the gathers. As you can see, it look, so I put lining inside to turn it in. Just check out the way I do the lining. I did right side facing each other, you see, then you turn it in and sew the side, just for a neat job. As you can see, I weave the inside, and this is the outcome of everything. So after that, I'm going to sew the side. You sew the side and put your zip here. At this point I was done putting my zip. As you can see, I cannot even show the reason why I make this place too fast, but yeah, just enjoy it, because I don't want you guys to be too much mistake like I did. But make sure you do yours very well, and you can tag me. So at this point I was doing this the sleeve. Yeah, the sleeve. So there's going to be something on the sleeve. So there's going to be, it's a sleeve that has I don't know what they call it. There's gathers in the down part. Yes, you just put small, as you can see what I'm doing. You sew it in the side, turn it, then then do your do your notch. This notch is very compulsory, because that's where you are going to know where the sleeve, the gathers of the sleeve will be enough. Yeah, then you do this, you notch the sleeve too, you notch the sleeve just the way I'm doing it. So the difference between this one and the one I later did is just the buste. All other thing I did here was what I did on the redo. Yes, I sew it, then I sew it in the side, and join it with the fabric. That is all for this tutorial, and I'll turn the down part. That is what I did. The only difference is that the upper part was a princess that I don't even know why I didn't later do the video of the new dress, but that is all so if you have any question, make sure you comment down below. Follow us. If you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notification button. Bye.